It's Nakira again. Happy New Year! It's the first video of the year and we're gonna learn a little bit about me. So, without further ado, let's get into the video. I grew up in McKinney and in McKinney I was the only black girl in most of my classes, and so I kind of felt like I became the pretty smart black girl. And then when you go to Spelman, that's everyone there. So I felt like not only did I want an academic challenge, but I wanted a social challenge and a place that I could develop my own identity. I was a math major at Spelman, and I guess I'm just talking about Spelman, and I was actually going between education, dance, and math. I've always wanted to be a teacher, and I knew I was going to be a teacher. So after like talking to people, math seemed like the major that had the most, I don't know, most stretch, I would say, versus like education or dance. So I was like, I can still get that type of training for the other two without it being my actual major. So I landed on math. Pulled out a big one. What motivates me? I guess a lot of it, I'm grounded spiritually, grounded in God, so I'll like pray about it and I don't know, kind of just take that moment to be at peace and remember like why I'm doing it. So I'm really passionate about just helping others, whether that's kids, that's just people, my family, and I don't know, I think it motivates me to believe in myself. Like if you don't believe in yourself, no one else will. And I think I don't know, it also makes me happy to believe in myself. And so I think that whole thought process is what motivates me when things get hard, because things get hard. So that and talking to some of my loved ones too, they help me with this thought process. Outside my major, that being anything math or statistics, I'm really passionate about education. Technically, that's not my major yet. But I'm really passionate about like education because education spans like so much. So just helping people or teaching people about something, that's like a form of education. So I'm really passionate about that. There's a lot going on, especially like in the US and in the world and around education. And I think it's just so important because it's so much power in education. So I'm really passionate about that. I'm passionate about dancing too, and music, I would say. So music is just like so beautiful and it's so cool. And as like a dancer, I always appreciate hearing good music. I appreciate performers. So a lot of my favorite artists are like performers. They're gonna sing, dance, all the things, the theatrics. So I'm really passionate about like seeing that and then like indulging in my own choreography sometimes too. I'm really passionate about that too. Chris Brown, I know. But the music. But like I said, I really appreciate performers. So like of this generation and of like generations across generations, he's a really good performer and great artist. Like the artistry, I will always appreciate that. And he's someone that does it really well. So he's my very favorite, and I love R&B music, so it just all makes sense. So he's my favorite, but you could probably name like any other R&B artist, and I like them too. The scariest thing so far, that they don't really tell you. You kind of, I guess you're just supposed to experience it yourself, but that plans and planning things is like fake. Like I've had everything planned up until this point and past this point, but the actual journey, like you can have a plan, you can have goals, that actual journey is not linear. It is non-linear. My plans have changed and it's kind of gone back to like my core goals, really. I feel like I've learned a lot about that. Like it's just, I'm still in line with myself, but the plan that I had and the journey that I had planned, it's scratched. We're on a new journey now. So that's been kind of scary, and having to say that out loud and admit that, and not feeling like anyone else is doing that, but it seems like it's normal. So that's been scary, and I'm still working through it, but yeah, I think I'd say that. My favorite color is yellow because it's happy. My favorite I feel like that's very hard, but I really like cartoons. I'm a sucker for cartoons, and my favorite cartoon is Fairly Odd Parents, so I'll say Fairly Odd Parents. If money wasn't an issue, I don't know what, career-wise, like I would teach still. I still like teaching. I want to teach. I probably teach a broader scope of students. I'd probably teach like babies. I'd probably teach the little kitties some more. And I'd be going on a lot more vacations and eating out so much more. Yeah, that's what I'd be doing. Going to more concerts as well. Just doing the things I like to do a lot more. I'm working towards becoming a professor. I'm thinking more towards the liberal arts side, just because I feel like that fits more of my like passion. I don't want you to trip on that. Don't trip on me. That fits more of my passion. I really want to emphasis on the teaching part, and as professors there's like the teaching side and the research side, and I care about both and I'm passionate about both, but teaching is definitely number one for me. So I'm working to be a professor and being an educator and impacting education. One of my favorite memories at Spelman was my junior year homecoming, which is my favorite homecoming. Junior year was also probably my favorite year, I'd say, for multiple reasons. But one of my favorite memories was a hip hop concert, and 21 Savage was our headliner, and he surprised us with Drake, and it was the best thing in the world. And I'm so happy I got to experience that, because that definitely is going down in Spellhouse homecoming history. So that would be one of my favorite memories. It was excellent. This YouTube channel is for anyone that is post-grad, anyone that is in school, anyone that enjoys talking about or is an HBCU student at school, all of that whole genre. Just following me post-grad. So anyone that enjoys that stuff and is experiencing life in that period of life. I think it'll tell people, I want it to be very transparent. Like I said before, people don't tell you so much that happens post-grad, and like you're living life, and we all live life, and you ask anyone, like life is lifing. Ask anyone, everyone will say, yeah, life is lifing. And I feel like people don't actually tell you, and so I think people will learn that they're not alone. It's something you know, but like actually seeing it and actually having someone to like represent that like life events and things that are happening, I think that's something that I want the audience to feel and get from my channel. How are you? Your nose is very black. Hi. Where would be a taxi? Hi.